Don't forget that you should have washed your hands. Okay, that was a confusing sentence, which I think was the point. I washed my hands because it's the 21st century, and I understand germ theory. Whenever I say this, people, like, they can't help but hate me. But I'm eternally well-rested. I probably sleep poorly, like, one night a month. It's a wonderful time in my life. I dealt with insomnia for, like, 25 years, and then, you know, I just reached a point where... Exactly. Yep. Hate you. Yep. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I would hate me too if I wasn't me. I get a good sleep. I prioritize my sleep, though. If you want someone to respect, Malf gets like 4 hours of sleep a night. That's who you should be idolizing. Because that guy, I don't know how he does it, man. I need the ganja to help me sleep? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Nothing like a marijuana cigarette to top off a nice day spent playing video games for the entertainment of both myself and strangers. Good on you, NL. Once you reach that age, you need your sleep. You know, that was probably meant as an insult, but I take being called old as a compliment. Getting good sleep is important for all of the clever jokes you come up with. Is that an insult? I can't tell. I hate how everybody on the NLSS, except for me, thinks that I'm, like, making fun of myself for being old. They go, like, I hate how old you think you are. When really, I actually have, like, less responsibility than the average person my age. They're just so in their own bubble of playing video games all the time. They think, like, paying your cable bill makes you 90 years old. Like, you're a slave to the man if you render a fee for a good and service that you actually... Well, that's not fair. I'm not suggesting they don't pay their bills. I'm just suggesting, like, I'm insulted by the fact that they make me feel bad for being, like, even mildly responsible. It's like, oh, you don't shirk responsibility? What's it like being 900 years old? Dude, go meet, like, the average 27-year-old out in the world, you know? They got kids. They're actually taking care of a human life. Are you a king-size or a queen-size mattress, man? I'm not against a king-size mattress, like, for the most part. I think I'm just gonna go here. For the most part, I actually don't really care. I can handle a double. I can handle a queen. And I can get down with a king as well. But I think I prefer a queen, honestly. A king-size mattress, not like a big quality of life problem, but it's almost too much bed for me. I agree. I actually completely agree with your tier list there. Except, you said responsibility, Dan's at the top. I agree. He's got a kid, and he's the oldest. He probably has equity. Then you put me and NL. Or sorry, me and Josh. I think you're gonna put Josh slightly above me, to be fair. He owns a house. He lives his life with a little bit of childlike wonder. We spend our leisure time in different ways at this point in our lives. What's up, Beluga? But, you know, I gotta respect that he's a responsible man, maybe more responsible than myself. He's got to show up at 9 a.m., right? Suck the man's dick. You know, pay that tax to the tax man, Josh. But then you put Malf below Josh and myself. That doesn't make sense. Malf has a full-time adult job with responsibility associated with it. He's up there. You also put Bear on the same level as Malf, which I would disagree with, not to throw shade at Bear. But Malf has a more responsibility-laden life than Bear, at least with my cursory knowledge of how both of them choose to spend their time. It's not an insult at either. That's an insult at Malf. So it could be that Mike and Josh are above me on the responsibility level, but in terms of, like, the, you know, people who are full-time streamers, I have the bare minimum level of responsibility required to be considered a functional adult. So that makes me number one by default. Well, here's the thing. On the maturity scale, Austin has leeway because he's younger. He's 5 years younger than me. So you got to give him, you know, some time. So I give him some respect because he can grow into maturity, you know? I can't remember. He just turned 23 or 24. So he's 4 to 5 years younger than me. You got to grow into responsibility. An 18-year-old male, you know, is eating Big Macs on the toilet. A 28-year-old male is eating, you know, filet mignon out of a solid gold plate. And the transition doesn't happen overnight, you know? You gotta respect the process. He just turned 19. Come on now. No, you're confused. He ate 19 nuggets. Robert, on the other hand, he's crossed into adult maleness. He's been adult for a few years, so his lifestyle gets a high roasting like this is America's test kitchen. The rest of life is realizing you're gonna end up at the Big Mac plus toilet phase in another decade. Dude, I can't wait to go back to the Big Mac plus toilet phase. I think the point of working life is to get enough money so you can retire and live like you did when your parents paid for everything. Except this time you're your own. Get out of here, you stupid siren! Get off the boat! Get out of here! Dang old siren's clinging on my boat. It's a stowaway. That's right, it's me. A monster can be a woman as well. I'm 43 and retired last year. Dude, that's amazing. You know, that's the most respect I've ever had for anybody on Twitch TV, including all of my colleagues. So more power to you.
Looking for some entertainment?
Would you like one of my loaves of bread? We're almost out. Oh, baby, I love your Gwent cards. This dude's lips are so greasy.
Little game of Gwent.
I think we should commit to trying to get a second Blue Stripes Commando by doing this and this. And we've done it. See, that probably should not have worked, but it actually did, so I look like a genius. We've got so much shit going on right now. It's hard to it's hard to tell. Dude, this is madness. I actually have lost like all understanding of where we are on this game right now. Oh, dude, you're playing so hard into the Scorch. It almost makes me sad. Please play another. Oh, you fool. Why would you ever do this to yourself? You've doomed yourself. Huh? Kind of a weird play, but you know, no big deal, I suppose. Scorch now before you mess it up. I don't have any cards that can be worth more unless I double them. Excuse me? You just Commander's Horn nothing? I think this guy might be the worst Gwent player I've ever seen. Oh, he's got a Triss card. You know, I kiss Triss Marigold. Yeah, sure, buddy. Whatever you say. Goodbye. My turrets. Your opponent has passed and given up because you've beat the shit out of him. Still not in a bad place. You do, excuse me? John Natalis. Oh, he's got a medic. Dude, that's a good card. I hope we get one of these. He medicked the spy, Ruka. What is this deck? What is this deck? Is it legal to do the things that you're doing to me right now? What in the world is this deck? I'm actually stunned. This is the most pay-to-win shit I've ever seen in my life. Please tell me he drew a spy and he plays it. Please tell me he drew, oh wait, a spy would still be bad, but oh, he drew! If only I kept one card back. We have to go again. Oh, it's a Blue Stripes. Get fucking dusted, Yun. Here we go. Yeah, if I just kept like one card back, we would have won easily. I mean, this dude did use a Commander's Horn on a 0, so... Excuse me? Dandelion? Like, is he just going for the stall here? Is this the play that he's making? Now we decide what are we gonna do. What if we fucked his spies to death? Then he can't decoy them. He passed. He can't decoy the spies, he can only medic them. We got another Blue Stripes Commando, Ruka. Would like to bait out as many of his gold cards as possible. There we go, there's one. That bad boy's not coming back. Please don't lose to Moist Lip Man. So the whole point here is we're trying to bait out as many gold cards as possible. Scorch actually does not bother me. We do have to watch out for Scorch, though. We also know that he's got 8 gold cards in his hand, because he's a fucking dick. If he has Scorch, I deserve to lose. Oh my god. Yo, I bought these Vernon Roche when they were only $7 for a playset before the Pro Tour. He's got too many cards. The golds. They're relentless, man! Where do I get these golds? Do I actually have to beat him to get these golds? Because if he has me. He has me! Alright, here we fucking go. Just Scorch me. Just fucking Scorch me, dude. See if I give a shit. Scorch me, buddy. They doubled to 12. They added 4 to 12, you dang dirty liars. Okay, that's pretty good. That's not that good. That's not that bad. He's still going. That's amazing! We've done it! I think. My lord. Give us all your gold cards, you nerd. Have a car healer? For all of that, we get have a car healer and 10 gold? How happy is the blameless vessel's lot? The world forgetting by the world forgot. Yeah, this is the best card I got. Bullshit, motherfucker. I saw your golds. Sign his Geralt card? He doesn't deserve it. Do all peddlers, like, go to the same barbershop?
What?
Excuse me?
Where's Ceres?
You okay?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
This guy's got, like, early onset Alzheimer's or something.
He didn't seem quite right during Croc's feast, but...
He's having some problems. I don't think this guy is fit to lead right now, though. Now, there's a Gwent opponent that we might actually be able to beat. Does he have any good cards? Got any Bavarian cream-filled donuts? Skeleton woman lives near the sea. Skeleton woman. Mind if I roll need? Don't come a-looking for me, Pan. When you got that mask on like Gan. Colored masks can hypnotize. Put axes in someone else's eyes. Berg, Thora, and Eirik.
Berg, Thora, and Eirik.
Let's have a pint of that shot.
These guys have a, like, bad relationship with alcohol.
Thanks, but
The water was bad, so they all drank alcohol. I thought that was, like, a myth about history. Is that, you know, the alcohol, like, light beer had, like, a 2.5% ABV or something like that, so it wasn't sterile anyway. Nah, man, that's beer 101. Yeah, but, like, that's why it's a myth. I'm not saying it's a myth because nobody's ever heard of it. I'm saying it's a myth because it's pervasive. It was the boiling, not the alcohol. I mean, that sounds like an excuse that would never fly in the modern era. Because the first thing someone would ask would be like, why don't you just boil the water and drink that? And well, you know what, mister? I guess you're not allowed to have fun in the Middle Ages. Not everybody back in that day and age could afford fire. Why do you hate peasants so much? Well, actually, NL, in that era, they were called serfs. Excuse me? I'll have a pint of your most scalding water, barkeep. They didn't know that boiling made it potable, they just knew that beer was cool, but water was not. Fucking idiots, dude. Why couldn't everybody in the Middle Ages be as smart as me? Is that John Cena?
it's Ceres.
Dun, dun, dun,
Looking
dun.
for her.
She's from a good clan.
Me clan. Where
She'd
did
say
she
where she
go
was headed.
now? Oh, wow. It's just like going up a mountain in Skyrim. You just gotta take it at the right angle. Oh, shit. Oh, sewer surfing, dude. Oh, there you go. There's our... Ah, shit. Ah. You got this. You got this. You got... Insert virtual bar surfing music. Down, 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 down. Roach could do it? Roach wouldn't know what to do with a fucking saddle if it showed up on his doorstep with a how-to guide. Okay, this is stupid. I am an idiot. Thank God that spiny tree broke my fall. Do a grind on the log? You know what, buddy? Why don't you do a grind on my log? How do you feel about that? This is like the anti-Skyrim. Why do they hate free thinking? No, we Lara Croft, boys. We Lark. Oh, no, no! Nice place you got here.
Damn. Something seriously wrong here.
Well, there does appear to be a dragon. Not sure I really want to go outside again.
Ceres.
Oh, hey, lady.
Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
Gotta get her out of here.
Where am I?
Onto the balcony of the abandoned house. Look into these eyes, then you'll see the size of the
So
flame.
what's this sword all about?
Man, those were the good old days, right? When you question your father, they bury you in sand up to your waist at sea and let the waves crash into you for 72 hours. So the problem with today's generation is that nobody has, you know, responsibility and accountability for their decisions.
You're weak. Might pass out again.
Just sit out on this balcony until I come get you or you die of hypothermia. One of the two. Excuse me, are you Brockvar? Brockvar? Who needs the peller when you've got a cellar? Why use me pan when I've got a perfectly good Harlequin mask? It's Brockvar. I wish I had 7 chicken subs in my backpack. Hell yeah, dude, I can go for a chicken sub right about now. Even if it is only 50% chicken.
Things were never cut and dried with the end.
Except for the stuffed unicorn, no, but that's for another time. Sarah, so where we go? You're like, it's just a nice leisurely jog. I'm too fast for you. I don't like this lady. It's something about her face. Like, I think she might actually be human skin
Not a thing. Just
pulled
got the impression
over
she
like a
doesn't want to
cybernetic
get out of her
skeleton.
sight.
That she could be the Terminator.
There they are.
There's something not right about it. Thoughts on a Reuben sandwich? You know, I've never eaten a Reuben sandwich. Isn't that it's like pastrami and Thousand Island dressing or something? I'd be up to give it a shot.
No worries.
That's right, I'm a Terminator.
All in the Isles know Jarl Udalric here.
The Jarl's daughter can be a Terminator too, just like any man.
Justice demands you return to the dead what is rightly theirs.
No wonder you guys are so backwards up here. You're just throwing a perfectly good sword in the water.
The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
They didn't love me though, just look at me nose. Yo, Chad is like so into Reuben sandwiches. I'm not at all bad-mouthing a Reuben sandwich. I love sandwiches. I'll eat almost any sandwich. Especially like, you know, a cured meat on rye bread. Sauerkraut, you know how much I love cabbage. Like I'm very much for this this sandwich. I just haven't had a chance, you know, I don't go to too many country clubs. I've only seen a few Reuben sandwiches in the wild, to the best of my knowledge. What about a Reuben stuttered sandwich? Only if the bottom bun is Clay Aiken, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm making? What in the Jesus Christ am I supposed to do about that? Yo, I gotta say, as North Americans, we have an obligation to respect spam more than we do. Like, honestly, I disrespected spam. Kate loves it. We eat it on occasion. I am extremely pro-spam. Is it a little conceptually gross? Yeah, that's possible. But it's just really, really salty pork, dude. You guys are protesting too much. I mean, it is pork. People are like, pork with quotation marks, you know? Like, if you've ever eaten fast food, you can't, you know, dismissive of spam. The texture puts me off. When it's fried, it's better. I will admit, like, spam out of the can, not interested. This place isn't gonna have any boats left by the time we're done with it. The thing that bothers me about spam is that it's actually expensive. Like, you'd think, considering that... Oh my lord. Considering that it's basically like, you know, pork snouts and, you know, tonsils. It shouldn't be like $3 or $4 a can, you know?
Voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What?
A sacrifice.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Harvey Dent! Ah, it's not that bad.
The
It's the crones, dude. The crones are in your head. Spam Purim.
What do you
This
see
is
now?
great framing.
Try to summon
It's
you
like
anywhere
Battlefield
specific?
Earth 2.
My old home.
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come.
Could you be more specific? Is this dude actually getting freaked out by shadows?
In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Oh, NL, don't banish the Heim. The Heim's just looking for a place to live. Why do you hate, you know, seizing the means of production? He's just the spirit. This is the purpose of the spirit.
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
Does he have low blood sugar or something? You've seen Udalric. He won't go without a fight. By the way, Udalric is weak.
Whereas to the Heim, that'll
He could be killed by his own painful
the
memories.
more pain the Heim causes Udalric, the stronger it'll grow.
Udalric, don't turn up the lights, it really hurts the Heim. He thrives on your guilt and he's parasitic and he's a parasite. Okay, I mean, we use the same word
Heim's a
twice,
demon,
but...
and demons are notoriously hard to fool. If the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Can I conjure my own memories of killing Kira Metz?
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as
Yo,
well.
why does everyone hate
If we fail
Yennefer?
to think of anything.
Get out of here with your Melania Trump haircut. Yeah, exactly.
What is it with you and Yennefer?
you all end up wrapped around some woman's finger.
We just chop one of her legs off and see if we can get wrapped around her freaking finger.
Uh-huh. So to prove you wrong, I gotta do what you say now?
As long as my name's not Yennefer, no one will call you henpecked for that.
Can't argue with that
And
logic,
remember,
as long as you don't think
if
about
you
it for
can't
more
think of
than
a good
15
fight, then
milliseconds.
still do it your way.
Like this.
Haunted house,
After you
the
left.
Heim's there. I'm on the hunt, I'm after
No
you.
reason to delay.
Udalric's alive, afflicted with Heim, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Find a way to drive off the Heim.
Physical stuff in
Stove.
from the continent.
Driven people out of here before, if you want to call it godlings people, which I would dispute in a large fashion.
Ciri.
Well, this is a surprise.
No, it's impossible.
Yep, you got it, buddy.
You've got to
I'm
wait.
gonna put a white sheet with eye holes over my head, and I'm gonna
Said
try to
yourself,
scare the
you
Heim
can't
by
know the
pretending that
details.
I'm a
So
Heim.
no, nothing else. Get a fire going in the oven.
And if you could cook me up a nice dinner as well. You'd do it for Yennefer, you whipped son of a bitch. Prove you're an independent man by doing exactly what I say.
She's running to the old house. Grab her.
Oh, your plan was stealing a baby.
Take him.
And then throwing it in the
Put
stove?
him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
I'm gonna give the baby to Udalric. I'm not throwing this baby in the oven, that's ridiculous.
Sarah's had a plan, but we'll do it my way.
What the? I saved your baby, dude!
I'll deal with you later. Let's go.
Yo, I'm not getting the reputation for the guy who's throwing babies in the oven on the show.
Over.
Just made yourself an enemy
I'd have made no such thing if you'd only trusted me.
and tossed an infant in the oven? I don't think so.
The babe would have been fine. Round back the oven, there's another door. I'd have pulled the child out before the flames could
Oh,
even
of course,
reach him.
the oven with the trap
I
door.
thought you'd kill the town.
How could I have
It would
forgotten?
abandon Udalric.
What you
Why
want
didn't she
is
say
what
that
happened
first?
here.
Well, in her defense, she couldn't tell me because then the plan wouldn't have worked. Because plot framing. I mean, I would have a hard time not holding a grudge about,
Casting my babe in an
you know, that wasn't like a fake baby.
It's neither the gods.
Dark in the city, night is a wire.
Clear as a bell.
Please do not throw my baby into the fire. Do 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 do
Good
do.
news is we can defeat it.
Well, we're either sleeping in the haunted house or we're throwing your baby into the fire. So,
I am.
ooh, my little haunted one. Haunted one.
need to
Got
prepare
to
the
get
house
rid
first.
of that Heim Udalric. We didn't burn your young one. Young one. Come with me and spend a whole night, Udalric. Never gonna stop haunting you till you feel some guilt. I gotta get a whiff of the cold, so best bring a quilt. Heim.
You might find.
I'm not gonna reload and throw the baby into the fire. You guys are fucking savages, okay? Reload, stop being stubborn. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Video game or no video game, I'm not throwing this poor innocent child into the fucking stove. What if the trap door requires a key or something like that? She's gonna melt that poor baby. What could go wrong? I was gonna open the trap. How long does fire take to act on a human body? You know, 5 minutes. I've got a little bit of leeway here. Low T, bitch, wouldn't throw the baby in the fire? Yo, that's my baby. I slept with Udalric's wife. He just doesn't know it yet. Pretend it's Who's Your Daddy and Josh is controlling that baby. The whole point is that it was just a trick. Remind me never to let you guys babysit for me. Like, that's fucking crazy, dude. The point was making you think you'd killed the baby. I'm already too, like, I'm unguiltable. That's where we're gonna end the show, though, on this burning it down, sorta. Did Austin throw the baby in the fire? You have to tell me if Austin threw a baby into the fire. Oh dear. Yes, he did? Wow, that tells me something.